Hello, hello. This is Dr. Hines. Today I want to talk about your energy and how your energy can flow based on your intention. So, your energy flows as your intention goes. Um, this is a statement I've said to a lot of my students over the years. And basically, you know, your energy is what you have. It's innate to you. It's what you were born with. You may call it your talent, you may call it your natural born skills, you might get sophisticated and say your desired proclivity or whatever term you want to use, but your energy is your energy. For some people, your energy is cooking. For some people, your energy is playing a sport. For some people, your energy is math. For some people, your energy is writing. But the only way that you can manifest that which you've been born with is you have to work it. And the only way you can properly work it is if you have an intention or a desire to make it work. Someone who's gifted in basketball will never be great if all they do is say, I'm good at basketball. They don't practice, you know, they go to practice, but they don't practice outside of practice. Because if it's something that you love, you should be able to do it every day without fail. If it's something that you love, you should be able to do it even when you don't feel like doing it. Writers write. Any great writer will tell you that the thing that pushed them to their next level of writing is when they learned to write when they didn't feel like it. They stuck to a schedule. And so I never forget, and I know it's going to hit me later. I was reading a book, and there's a great author. He talks about leadership. And he said, I trained myself as a writer that I'm only going to write during my most creative time. Unfortunately, that's between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. every morning. You've heard the stories of Steph Curry, how he shoots 500 shots 7 days a week, nonstop. The only way that your energy is going to flow is if you put intention behind it. And sometimes it doesn't have to be something that you're gifted in. It could be something that you believe wholeheartedly in. If you believe wholeheartedly as a high school student that you're going to graduate, then you're going to put the work in, even when everybody else is not working, to make sure you reach that goal. Doesn't mean you're going to get straight A's. Doesn't mean you're going to get straight B's. Doesn't mean you're going to get honor roll. Doesn't mean you're going to get National Honor Society. But it does mean that your best is going to come out because you put the time in. I had to learn when I was in high school that I wasn't good at math, but I realized is that I was good at math, but I needed to put the time in to be able to understand it. My ability to understand it may not have been as fast as other people, but once I understood it, I had it. Writing and reading came easy to me. Public speaking came easy to me. So I really didn't have to practice that. I was a natural reader, so I had a pretty decent vocabulary by the time I left high school. So those weren't my areas of concern. Math was my area of concern. But in anything that you do, it could be a relationship, it could be a friendship. If you want it to work and you want to make it last, you have to put the time in. You know, you two people want to make this thing work between each other, and this works for high school, this works for grown adults. If you don't put the time in, it's not going to grow. It's not going to manifest itself. If you care enough about that person, you're going to make time for that person. You're going to be intentional about your time. If you care about that job, you're going to make sure that you get there. And when you get there, you do the work you need to do. And not only that, you're going to go above and beyond because you love what you do. If you love your children, if you're a parent, you got to spend time with them. And you have to be intentional about the time that you spend. You can't spend time with children in the meantime, in between time, between your time and work time and everybody else's time. You have to make time for your children. In as much as your children have to make time for you. They can't get to the point that their lives are so busy that spending time with their guardian or parent becomes unimportant. So, your energy flows, your blessings flow, your gifts flow where you put your intention. Your intention will determine how bright your light will shine. Remember that. Until next time, this is Dr. High.